we are just about to leave, and I thought I would give you a little run through. That is the car ready to go. A little run through of our little lodge that we stayed at in, I want to say Trenython Manor. It's called Elm. I think it's 404, sorry. It's on the door right there. And I'm going to take you through and show you around. So when you first come in, there aren't a pile of dirty towels. That's because we're about to leave and they need cleaning. But you have the smallest bedroom, which in our case has twin beds. I'm sure there are different variations, but ours has twin beds. It's just kind of a wardrobe, 2 sets of drawers and dishevelled covers of the children. Then there's a bathroom in here, and this is the standard lodge. If you look through the pictures, there's a big difference between the like how modern they are really, and the standard, I suppose, in which they are put together, because this is definitely one of the older lodges. You have a bath, toilet, basin, mirror and a shower. Everything worked pretty much as we needed it to. There was no real problem with it, apart from the fact that it looks kind of dated and old, and there were no hot water from the taps. Now, I'm not going to say that's a terrible thing, because there's probably a good reason that we couldn't do it. There's probably an easy way of fixing it, and we never contacted them to find out because we didn't really need it. Did the washing up with the kettle and stuff like that, so it wasn't the end of the world, but it's just something worth mentioning. There was an immersion heater, but it was just for the shower. I don't really know what was going on with the heat for everything else, so we just showered and used the kettle. There are kind of rules, the same as there would be in a hotel room, like evacuation plan and stuff like that, coat hooks, and then you go through to the living room. Well, it's quite spacious. This is the first time as a family we've stayed in something like this, and it was just so much easier than staying in a hotel room. It wasn't considerably more expensive, given that it's the height of summer. I think off the top of my head it was around £160 a night, which you could easily spend in a hotel. And to say that this is kind of Cornwall, end of August, I think it was a really good price. I think they were called upgraded or premium or something like that. Those lodges were slightly more expensive, and we might try those if we came back, but I thought this was nice enough. It was, like I say, a little bit dated and old, but it did the job, did everything we wanted it to do. Nice comfortable sofas. The DVD player and the TV were great. We brought our own DVDs, but apparently there are a selection that you can actually pick from in the main house and you can borrow. Then you've got this outdoor area, which we didn't use much because, as you can see, weather not great. We only had a couple of days of sun, but I can't really blame the hotel for that either. And then you have kind of a balcony area where you can walk down, and you walk down to the main house that way. But that was really nice. Some of these houses also have a sea view, which is kind of cool. And in theory, we had a view from our room, but we never opened our curtains. So I'll take you into the bedroom. Every clock in this house is obnoxiously loud, if that's going to bother you. It is like super loud. So that's what we could see from our bedroom. Then again, we have another wardrobe. We have an ironing board, and the iron is in the kitchen. Took us a while to find that. Chest of drawers, mirror, really annoyingly placed mirror because it's super dark to get ready in this mirror. And also, just from kind of a bit of an OCD perspective, it's so off-centre from the cabinet, so yeah. There's a little waste bin down there, and the bed was really comfortable. There was also separate bedding, which came in handy for us because Milo kept falling out of bed, as you do. The beds are really high, which I like, but not great for a little one. So he ended up sleeping on the floor, and we made him up a second bed on the floor with all the stuff that was up here. So that was all good. All the radiators are like this throughout the house, and they are so powerful. You switch them on at the wall and they come on automatically, but you can turn the dial and change things. And they work so quickly. I can't fault that at all. You also have a Hoover in here, water and all that stuff. Then we had a dining area and the kitchen, which was really well stocked. It has the stove, oven, microwave, fridge, freezer, basically every kind of utensil you can imagine. Just to kind of give you an idea, it is seriously well stocked. Loads and loads of glasses and plates and stuff. I mean, a lot of them are down here now, but kind of bowls, and I'm pretty sure you could make absolutely anything in this kitchen. There's just there was nothing that I thought, wow, it's missing this. So if you're looking for like a self-catering holiday that's going to cost you a little bit less than your average because you can actually fend for yourselves a little bit, this was absolutely perfect. And the kitchen, again, a little bit dated, a little bit old, but fully functional and completely fine. So that was our little lodge. I was really, really happy with it, really pleasantly surprised. I was a little bit nervous before we set off as to what it was going to be like, but it was really, really nice little stay. I would come back, it's a very, very long way for us. We're about to set off back to Yorkshire now, which is a super long drive. Not entirely looking forward to that. Can you see the fog out there? It is foggy. You can barely see anything in the distance. That's not great. But, you know, if this was on our doorstep or closer, we would definitely come back. It's kind of like a cheaper version of Center Parcs. The main house does have a pool. It has a restaurant, a bar, everything you would get in a regular hotel, which is all kind of accessible for you staying in these lodges. And yeah, if you've got any particular questions, please let me know if you are thinking of staying here and you've got any questions. I couldn't really find anything about it online, especially the standard lodges. Pictures and stuff were really hard to find, so that's why I put this up. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.